Alright, food lovers, get ready for something totally wild. Imagine biting into a burger, but instead of beef, chicken, or even a plant-based patty, it's made entirely of mosquitoes. Yeah, you heard that right. In some parts of Africa, people actually make and eat mosquito burgers. It sounds crazy at first, but there's a fascinating reason behind it. Today, we're diving deep into this bizarre yet resourceful dish, exploring how it's made, why people eat it, and what it actually tastes like. So if you love food exploration, buckle up. This is going to be one interesting ride. So why on earth would anyone want to eat mosquitoes? It's not like you see McDonald's adding a mosquito Big Mac to their menu anytime soon, right? Well, in some regions, especially around Lake Victoria in East Africa, mosquito swarms are so massive that people have turned them into food. During the rainy season, billions of lake flies, which are a type of mosquito, gather in dense, dark clouds over the water. These swarms are so thick that they can block out the sun. Instead of seeing them as just an annoying pest, locals have found a way to turn them into protein-rich food because, believe it or not, mosquitoes are packed with protein, almost like tiny flying steaks. Now, this is where things get interesting. You're probably wondering, how do you even catch enough mosquitoes to make a burger? Well, the technique is pretty clever and surprisingly simple. Number 1. Catching the swarm. When a huge swarm of mosquitoes arrives, people take wet hands or large pans and simply scoop them out of the air. Because there are so many, it only takes a few minutes to gather a huge pile of mosquitoes. No fancy tools needed. Number 2. Forming the patties. The collected mosquitoes are then mashed together into thick, dark patties. No flour, no binding agents, just pure mosquito goodness. Their tiny legs, wings, and bodies naturally stick together due to their moisture content. Number 3. Cooking the patties. The patties are then fried on an open flame or in a pan with a little oil. Once cooked, they turn black and crispy on the outside, kind of like a well-done beef patty. And number 4. Serving it up. The final product is either eaten on its own or placed inside a bun, just like a traditional burger. Sometimes, people add spices or even pair it with local side dishes. Now, here's the big question. How do they taste? Surprisingly, people who have tried mosquito patties say they taste similar to fish or liver. Because mosquitoes naturally contain a lot of iron and protein, their flavor is strong and unique, kind of like a seafood meat hybrid. When cooked properly, the crispy texture makes it enjoyable, kind of like eating a well-seasoned meatball or grilled fish cake. Would you try it? If you're into adventurous eating, this might just be the next level of extreme food challenges. Believe it or not, mosquito burgers are actually nutritional powerhouses. Here's why. First of all, they're high in protein. Studies show that mosquito patties have more protein than beef or chicken, making them a valuable food source for areas where meat is scarce. Next, they're rich in iron. The dark color of the patties comes from the high iron content, which is great for fighting anemia. And lastly, they're sustainable and eco-friendly. Unlike traditional livestock farming, mosquitoes don't require land, water, or animal feed. They're just there, free and abundant. With the world searching for alternative proteins like crickets and lab-grown meat, could mosquitoes be the future of sustainable eating? It sounds weird now, but so did sushi to a lot of people back in the day. For locals living near Lake Victoria, eating mosquito patties isn't just about curiosity or tradition. It's a matter of survival. Food can be scarce, especially in the rainy season when fishing is difficult. So, using mosquitoes as a protein source is a brilliant way to make the best out of an unusual situation. It's a great example of human resilience and resourcefulness, taking a problem, mosquito swarms, and turning it into something useful, food. Now, here's a fun thought. What if mosquito burgers became a global trend? We already have insect-based protein bars, cricket chips, and mealworm pasta. With the right marketing, Mosquito burgers could be the next big thing in sustainable eating. Imagine seeing Mosquito sliders on the menu of an upscale restaurant in New York or London. Would you order one? Of course, there are challenges. Mosquitoes are disease carriers, so hygiene and safety would have to be top priorities. But with proper processing and cooking, they could become a legit food source. So now that you know all about Mosquito burgers, how they're made, why people eat them, and what they taste like, would you be brave enough to take a bite? It might not be hitting fast food chains anytime soon, but for some people in Africa, it's a natural, protein-packed meal that helps them survive. If you love weird and unique food stories, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Food Gear for more crazy food adventures from around the world. Let me know in the comments, would you try a Mosquito burger? Or is this one food challenge you'd rather skip? Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and stay hungry for adventure. Bon appetit? Or should I say bon mosquito?